Wow, it's nice and fresh out. Nice and fresh out. Are you fresh? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your fresh is? I hope you're fresh. Oh, my strawberries are fresh. I washed them. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. Quite right. You say quite right. You say quite right. Quite right. Thank you, God. We're just gonna sit here for a while and just take this all in. This beautiful dark cigar, Padron 26 aged, and some beautiful fresh strawberries. Just gonna take it all in. Just thank you. Wow. Wow. It's like the first time having a strawberry, smelling a strawberry, just looking at a strawberry. What is a strawberry? A berry full of straws. Straws that have berries. That's very nice. Very nice. How about this one? Oh, that's very nice. And you know what? All of this is better than this is better than prison. There's no strawberries in prison. There's no Padron 26 natural or Maduro in prison. You probably don't even get this nice ceramic bowl in prison. It's probably going to be made of plastic, PVC. Wow, I'm sure you don't get a nice chair like this, just a lounge chair, and I'm sure you don't get to have a 44 Magnum in prison. Although I don't know. So all I get, maybe there's chicken nuggets. Well, I'm sure you. Well, I'm sure you don't get this knife in prison. You can make a knife in prison, but that's okay. You know, I know in prison you're not going to have 100% filtered water with zero contaminants. No cigars in prison. Attention. Also, there's no women in prison. Well, not the women you want. These are not these are not the drones you're looking for. Bonus hole. Anybody want to go to the park? Jimmy? Jimmy, you want to go to the park? Jimmy? Jimmy, party of two? Jimmy? Jimmy, police chief? Police chief with his pants down. Let's give like a 1960 song. In a park with his pants down, and he's a police chief. Dun, dun, dun. If you don't know that song, it's in a white room. In a white room with black curtains. And I'll wait by the side. And I'm at the park looking to have fun. All expense paid. No, no, yeah, yeah. And commissary. Mm, mm, mm. I'm doing a little Drew Estate right there. Yeah, a little Drew Estate. I'm just infusing this cigar right now. I'm just infusing. I'm getting the strawberry flavor into the cigar. Oh, it's working. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on. Yeah. Get that strawberry flavor in it. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're getting that strawberry flavor. Yes. Yes. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. I got this feeling in my body. Well, let me try something. Can I? Is this possible? If, who's even here? We got Dreamline, Jeremy. What's up? What's up? Uncle Larry? That's your boss. Yeah. 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 Fantastic. The Lord works in marvelous ways. Caleb, what's up, bro? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, who's that? What's up, bro?
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, magical. How you doing? All right?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yep. I'm about to I gotta take the band off. This is starting to crisp up.
Oh, well, I'm doing something brand new. You know what I'm doing right now?
No,
Do you know what I'm doing?
no. Give me 1 sec though, I'm listening.
Well, I'm creating a new concept. I'm tired of people smoking Drew Estate cigars, having so much fun. You know, I'm tired of that. You know, all those infused cigars.
Yeah.
So we got this lovely cigar here provided to us by uh, Dream Life, aka Anthony. We call him Anthony East, Anthony East Coast, East Coast Anthony. And these are aged Padrones. And I'll tell you what, the other ones I had, it totally changed it. I'm not talking about like 3 months. Like, yeah, he's had them aging for several years. And on a Padron, it really it changes because Padron is not just a flavor; it's the experience. As soon as you light it up, you know you're in Padron time. You know what I'm saying? That when you light it at 64, you know exactly what the fuck's going down. It's like exciting off the bat. With
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years of age, the ones he gave me, they're still phenomenal cigars. But it's like there's a silencer on the gun, and then the echo, like there's not much finish. It's much so it's like, well, wait, this is a Padron, so it's still really nice, but it kind of messes with the mind because you're like, what the hell is, you know what I'm saying? It's some cigars maybe after 2 years wouldn't get that much of a drastic change, and we were talking about it, me and him on the phone today. Here's my concept, because Padrones are generally underpacked. What if through their underpacking, more air getting through even when they're resting? What if they ferment faster? Let's say in your humidor for 2 3 years. What if more change happens versus a Fuente Opus X, which is more full of packed? And or maybe it's all the Nicaraguan tobacco. I can't
Yeah.
explain it, but maybe that Nicaraguan tobacco changes faster. I don't know. I don't have an answer on it. What do you think about that? Like I'm not talking about. We know Padron is stronger than Opus, but what I'm trying to say is from the initial intent. Let's talk about the initial intent being 100% on either cigar. So the initial Opus X right out the box, as soon as you buy it, brand new, versus the Padron 64, brand new. But after 2 years, which one loses a more percentage of the initial strength? I'm not. You get what I'm trying to say?
Hmm.
Like which one changes more from the original intent? And he was saying that his opuses, his Fuentes, didn't have as much drastic change as the Padron after a few years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting theory. Um,
Well, I'm just putting that information out there, but we know for a fact that he's giving me aged Padrones. We know he's had them for a long time, and it totally changes the cigar. On the echo, on the finish, length and strength, that Padron black pepper, red pepper spice, it's gone. It was there but quiet, and that everything, how it's always through the nose, and just no, it was like it was. I don't know. It's kind of like how picture like how Mike Tyson was, and then how he is now. He's smoking marijuana. He's more relaxed. It's like I guess the
hmm,
Patron after a few years really it calms. I couldn't believe how much it calmed down. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to also say is this: if you love Padron but only love it the original intent, don't age them. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because you might, if you haven't seen around for a couple of years because you have so many cigars, you might go, "What happened to my Padrones?" If you come back to it 3 years later. So
Yeah.
just expect a lot of change with Padrones after a few years. That's all I'm saying. I'm putting the information out there.
Good to know. Yeah, because you're right. I mean, if I smoke a Padron, I want that kick. I'm expecting that punch.
Yeah, you
You see
know
what I was smoking? You see what I was smoking?
how is that? Is it good? Was it worth it?
I think it's very good. As far as my father goes, it's probably one of their best cigars, I would say. But that
I
being said, with that being said, though,
mm,
I think I still like the Flor de las Antillas 10th anniversary better.
interesting. Why? In what way?
I think it's more beautiful. Um,
Okay.
I get caramel. I mean, they're. I think it's more complex than this cigar. Um, but with that being said, it's still a great cigar. Don't get me wrong.
I haven't had
Um,
that cigar. The other one.
the 10th anniversary. Yeah.
No. Or the yeah, the Floridian Antilles. Or the other one. What's the new one? The new one you said the 20th? The Jaime?
Yeah, I smoked that one yesterday.
That wasn't that good?
Um, no, I mean, not for $40 because they're $40. Um, and that's the thing I don't understand. Like the other ones were $40, but the packaging and the presentation, the coffins, no, obviously, like you say, you'd rather just pay for the cigar, right? I get that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like they really put forth a lot more effort on the 10th. It seemed like. Um, with this one, I mean, it's a pretty simple box. So, I mean, it's almost like you're paying more for the cigar. I guess it feels like.
You know what bothers me about my father right now is that for years I smoked my father, and I always recommended them because they were such a high value brand, gave you a lot for your money compared to Padron. I feel like my father was at where Padron was at maybe 20 years ago, and Padron got too big for his britches. Padron makes great cigars, but they don't have to charge that price. But when you're number one, my father's been constantly growing, always growing. And maybe they got too big for the britches. Like, you know what? We're Padron too. Every cigar, 30, 40, $50. And I'm not saying those cigars aren't good. I'm just saying I hope Padron doesn't, I hope my father doesn't forget about regular middle class guys that are smoking their $10, $12 great cigars. You know what I'm saying, though? I hope that they don't just stop adding in that segment. Does that make any sense? It's
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I don't think they will. I mean, these are definitely limited, right? I mean, they're not going to keep producing these. They're like one and done type thing,
yeah.
as far as I'm aware.
But let's look at Padron. Padron only innovates on the high side. There's been no new Padron 1000s or anything on that bottom side. Padron's like, yeah, we've already made our bottom tier for you poor people. Here you go. That's it. Forever. And then Padron 6426, okay, that's been set forever. If you want a new Padron, it has to be a family reserver or a a 35, 40, $50 plus
Yeah.
cigar. So
The 90th, the 90s and the tubes and the tubos, those are like $20, 20 more bucks.
hey, but you're still expensive
And
cigar.
those are 1926. I
Yeah,
mean,
no. What I'm trying to say is it had no innovation, nothing new on the bottom end. That's all I'm saying, though. On the
yeah,
$8, $10.
yeah,
What I'm saying is other brands, take Macanudo, they have some higher end sticks, but they still always come out with new Inspirados or a new $10, $12 cigar. Um, and then again, maybe Padron doesn't want to change. Maybe Padron's like, fuck it, here's your 1000s. That's it. That's all you're going to get for under $10 from us. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to break the mold. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on them. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, in retrospect, though, like or in comparison, I mean, you look at like Padron compared to like the other, what I'll call big dog, if you will, Fuente.
Yeah,
They don't have nowhere near as many brands.
yeah, yeah.
So
Fuente has a lot of brands within them. So,
yeah, it's kind of
um,
amazing when you think about it. It's like when you think about the amount of tobacco they have to keep all those brands going. You know what I mean?
yeah, because they have more. Here's the thing about Fuente. Fuente has more brands that I don't give a shit about. And I'm not saying they're bad. They're just not for me. Like especially in the mid tier and definitely in the low tier. But someone's buying all those, um, you know, $8, $7, $9 cigars in the white box. You know, the chateaus and everything. I mean, they have to be selling, right?
I think the chateaus are very popular. Like double
Yeah.
chateau. I don't know. One like yeah. 858 sell really well. I mean, I'll vouch for the 858s. Honestly,
I can't
for a
do that.
cheap
I can't do it.
Fuente, what's that?
I can't do his Connecticut, the Chateau Connecticut for $8. I don't like it. I don't like his
No,
Connecticut for some reason.
I've never. I mean, you know me. I'm not a Connecticut guy, so I've never
No,
tried it.
I love Connecticut if I'm in that mood, or I kind of, I don't say lower the standards, but I lower the bar for excitement because if you're looking to have a strong time with Connecticut, you're already just, it's going to be done. But
Yeah,
I enjoy Connecticut. It's have a good time,
yeah.
Um, what's up, Chewy? What's up, Sako?
Hey,
Now,
you
here's
know,
the thing.
if you like Connecticut's, God bless. Smoke them up. They're just not for me.
This is they are for you. You haven't realized it. This is what I mean. Connecticut's give you the opposite spectrum, and they'll make you enjoy your stronger cigars even more. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean, I don't always smoke balls to the wall cigars by any means. I mean, to me, like a Cameroon. I mean, no, I know that's more of like a medium, but if I want a lighter cigar, I go something that route.
Well, it is what it is. As Sako says, it's good to know.
Yeah,
You, did you see last night with Sako? Good to know or no?
yeah, yeah. I was laughing my ass off when you asked him what he was doing the whole time while you were gone.
Yeah, I was fucking with him hard last night. I missed it. But here we
Yeah.
go. I have a brand new concept. I just patented this idea. And I'm tired of smoking traditional non-Cuban cigars without that great infused flavor. Because if you want to have those acid Drew Estates infusion, but they're terrible cigars. This is a great cigar, right? 26 Maduro. But I want to get that great infused flavor. So here we go, baby. Strawberry tip in it.
Oh, you're smoking it through the strawberry. That's very interesting.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. 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 This is the first. We're strawberry tipping this.
You even have you got a V cut in there.
I did. I do. I had to because
Yeah.
I had to get deep in the hole. In this case.
Yeah. Does that actually is it impacting the cigar flavor at all?
Mhm. It's actually quite nice because on the lips it gives that nice strawberry sweetness. That's actually quite nice. And this is better than Jewish State people here. I'm telling you, strawberries and Padron 26 Maduro. Here we go again. And actually, the strawberry, like when you puff on it, it like sucks in and it goes back. It's like alive. Here we go.
This is the first for me. I've never seen anybody smoke a cigar through a piece of fruit.
It's kind of erotic if you look at that shape.
Richie, you know what you could do after each show? You could freeze the piece of fruit and sell it, like on eBay. Hey,
Yeah.
like per episode, like, hey, this is the 1926 Maduro Patron strawberry.
Suck say suck it hard. Haters are gonna hate. All I can tell you is though, this is a great idea, and
I know Sacco's laughing his ass off right now watching you do that.
but I have to smoke it vertical though. I can't. I can't. I still got to grow the ash.
Are you gonna eat that strawberry when you're done?
What's that?
Are you gonna eat that strawberry when you're done?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. You have to get it. You have to get it deep into the strawberry. I'm noticing it needs the deepness. It needs the deepness. All right. You know what it is? I'm getting some splitting here, so I'm losing the suction. We see it.
Yeah. I feel like I should be paying to watch this or something.
Wow. I never had such strawberry sweetness. I'm getting notes of berry right now. I should have had a couple of these strawberries lined up, but that wasn't for amusement. That was real research, bro. That's a serious fucking thing. Maybe you need to do that with a couple of Connecticut cigars. Have some strawberries, get a little power drill, just drill right down the center. Maybe 3/8 bit. You know what I'm saying? Though, have a perfectly drilled hole and just ready to go. Carve it out so it fits the cigar. Dude, I'm telling you, man, like you're gonna get a lot more flavor, a lot more sweetness.
Sacco said Jose Padron's turning in his grave right now.
I don't give a shit. Okay, this cigar was given to me by Dream Life. It's just the only fancy. All right. Well, look at that. Hey, look. This is my first time. Yeah, sure. I don't normally do this. Well, wow. Strawberries and nicotine. Yeah. Bro, I'm being dead serious, bro.
Strawberry, you're gonna eat that and get a nicotine rush.
Bro, I'm being dead serious. That was fucking awesome. I have to work on the design a little better. What happens is after like 10 puffs, that strawberry starts really getting really juicy, really wet, and starts falling apart. Kind of sounds dirty there, but so you probably need to change. You need to change the strawberry. Hey, Sacco, it wasn't a banana; it was a strawberry. It was erotic.
Chewy says, "Do that with the Woody."
I'd have to get a fucking pineapple. Dude, I'm dreading that shit. I don't want to do it. Sacco's trying to kill me with that cigar. Like, dude, like
that's gonna be an 8-hour like show. That's literally like. I think I've seen people smoke it. It takes like I want to say like 8 hours.
yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sacco, I can't do it.
Maybe 6. I don't know if you're fat.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Because here's the thing. Other guys will make like 3 videos, like do like a 3 5-minute clips. All right, guys, get a little nutty, little woody, a little black pepper. I'll come back. And then the cigar, they're probably just chopping the cigar, the pieces off, you know? I'm actually gonna be there for 8 hours. And like
I have to see you like hold the cigar and trying to like keep the ash on it. So
no,
I don't think it's possible. You're gonna need like 2 hands.
no, I don't think I want to do it. Like it's too much work. Like it's literally this. It's gonna be. Here's my hand. Looks 21 inches. That's 5 inches. 10 inches. 15 inches. It's over here. You're not gonna see the cigar to the second third. Fucking stupid. He said, if you don't have the ball, send it back to me. All right, Sacco, you're gonna have to come here and come and get it. I don't even know you. You're a strange. It is what it is, man. That's gonna be a crazy.
You have to smoke it. You have to at least try.
Yeah, baby. What's that, baby? I'm talking loud. Oh, well, you heard my voice and you got turned on. You want me to come inside, take my pants off? Huh? Is that what you want, baby? That's how you talk to a woman. She opened the door and she said, "You're talking kind of loud." I guess you missed the whole thing I said. Whatever.
No, I heard.
Oh, you heard? He's like, "Well, yeah, it's a stupid fucking place." Man, I haven't seen you like a month.
Well, you went on your trip. I was on vacation the week before that. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks at least.
It is what it is.
You've tried this, right? The Garcia.
I love that cigar. That's in my opinion, that's the best by far.
Okay.
But I haven't tried the 10th. But I went out on a limb to say it without smoking the 10th. But I'm pretty sure the Garcia is more special because they rolled that father and son, and that was their first high-end cigar. And I was like, how are they going to fuck that up?
Well, you like the regular one, right? The sun grown, the regular one. The Flor de las Antillas, not the 10th, just the regular production.
Yeah, it's good cigar.
Yeah. Picture that cigar a little amped up, a little stronger, and just more beautiful.
I'd be interested to try it. I'll have to wait to find it online. If Cigar Page ever has a deal, I doubt they'll have a deal. They never.
Mm-mm.
I guess I'm just not in a rush because why? This is what happens to me when brands try to change course, and this is why I understand why a company like General has brands that do certain things and they try to stay in their lane. But I get my father trying to expand. But I guess for me, being a my father fan, and I always have been, I never hated on my father. But to me, there always were a solid mid-tier brand that had even some higher end mid-tier stuff, but they're always at like a nice mid-tier price. So it was always really economically sound. Like you could have almost as good time as Padron, but save 50% money by smoking a Bijou. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I
Yeah.
guess it's hard for me. Maybe it'll take time. I guess it's hard. This is much my personal, I guess, opinion. It's hard for me to accept my father now being like, we're Fuente, we're Padron, we're doing high end luxury cigars, and I respect what they're doing.
I mean, like I said, I mean they're limited. I think they're throwing them out there for their hardcore fans that really want that type of stuff. Like the Don Pepin 20th, it's not a $40 cigar. I mean, that's just my opinion, of course. I
And
would
that's
maybe it
sometimes they
might be a
do it.
$20 cigar, maybe 20.
But you know what? They could have gave us two other mid tier cigars that were great. It, at the end of the day, unless if you're a high end brand, if you're a mid tier brand, just throwing out high end stuff, trying to, I don't know. It's just that's not your core audience. So I don't get me wrong. I get people that want to try that, but if somebody said, "Oh, what's a great $10, $12 brand?" I'm gonna say my father, but it's like, "Oh, but all of my fathers over here, $35, $40," and you're like, I know I'm coming off a little jaded. I'm just saying,
Oh,
same,
I get what you're
same
saying.
thing with LFD. LFD is a great mid tier brand. However, they have the Bull, and now they have the 25th, and now they have the Sol. The Solus is cheap. The Solus MSRP is like $14, the real
Yeah,
price.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean,
I think those are just regular. Well, they're regular production, but they're limited, right? They're like limited regular production. I think the Solus and the Lennox.
Sacco smoking. Sacco smoking an aged Cohiba M, great cigar.
So
Uh,
always what's up, Anthony?
Jeremy wants to know if it's peppery. And Anthony, how's your balls?
You know, Dream it did have some pepper, but it wasn't overly peppery. Like I would say the cigar overall, like as far as like body strength, maybe like medium plus. It wasn't crazy. You know, I actually expected it to be a lot stronger than it was because the 20th uses a Habano wrapper, I think I read, and the regular is a Barocco wrapper, the Don Pepin Blue Original.
You know what's interesting with pepper for me on any cigar? Pepper's not like one of my favorite notes, but cigar doesn't have pepper, it doesn't excite me. Like you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
can have a cigar, it could be beautiful, but if you don't have any spice, like any spice, like this spice is kind of like when you're sitting there, the mosquitoes around you. It's just but it's getting your attention. Necessarily it's a pain in the ass. If you have a cigar that's really peppery, it might be too much, but you got to give it to it. It's got your attention. Like you can't overlook spice. Like if you have a cigar, you have a cigar with just tons of jalapeno, like it's got your fucking attention. It's like you might not like this guy, but like he has your full. Think of a guy who came into your house with a sledgehammer. Like I don't like this guy, but damn it, I respect that. Like he's just like just breaks the like holy shit. Like spice is nothing to play around with.
yeah.
You go
I
full.
like a little. I like some spice, but you know what I mean. It's not always doesn't always have to be there, but I do like it. But I like spicy food too. So
Yeah. Even though I prefer chocolate notes over spice,
sure.
if I choose to have one, I'll take spice over chocolate. Meaning, if one had to go, because I don't want to just have chocolate. I want chocolate and spice. But if I can only have one, I'll take spice because I don't want just chocolate. Do you ever have a cigar that was chocolatey, like sweet, but no spice at all? It's like I don't know.
Uh, I mean, you got to be in that type of like the perfect example of that. The God of Fire Series B, like either in double robusto or the Toro. Those are the only two sizes that use the Connecticut broadleaf. The others, I think, use something different. But anyway, the Series B in those two sizes, if you want a smooth, chocolatey, like sweet cigar, smoke the God of Fire Series B in those sizes.
And you're going very heavy age, so I think
Oh yeah. Well, I think they do like 3 years, I think, before they put them out. So I mean, but that's what they do for like it's like standard for them. But
yeah.
very smooth cigar. I mean,
I
no spice whatsoever.
I think if you take any cigar, wherever it's at, from the original intent, and the more time you give it, in my opinion, the more spice it loses, and the more the length of the finish it loses. As the spice goes down from the original intent, so does the finish. So to me, generally speaking, a very spicy cigar, generally speaking, has also a very long finish. They're connected 9 times out of 10. Once in a while, you get that mystery cigar that falls to the wall and then no finish. Like, how is that possible?
That was the thing for me. That Pepin, the 20th, the finish was just very. It was lackluster for me anyway. It just really wasn't there. Very very short finish, not long. And if
I
it was, I mean, it might like very mild though, like
yeah.
kind of. I don't know.
If it's a cleaner cigar, like if we're talking like something trying to be like a Siglo 6 or an Atabay, if something's trying to be high end Connecticut or just a lighter cigar overall, I give it more of a pass as a shorter finish because it's not strong to begin with. But if you give me a dark,
Right, right. I mean, but this has like a Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan filler. I'm expecting something with a pungent finish.
that would piss me off a little bit. I mean, that's serious.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, um,
That was the thing. Maybe I hyped it up more in my head. Like I expected a strong cigar because I mean the normal Pepin is well. I mean it's not overly strong, but it wasn't.
but you
One
also
from the Corojo to the Habano wrapper, I expected it to have a little more pulp.
yeah, but you also hyped it up in your wallet because it wasn't cheap. And the more you spend, the
No,
more you.
and I probably won't buy any more. I just wanted to try it.
But
I got like a single.
the more I spend, the more I expect, right? It's kind of like,
Yeah,
you went to a
sure.
car wash, you're like, what's the difference between a $10, $20 car wash? Well, I better get more for a $20 car. You get what I'm trying to say? So when I'm spending more for a cigar, and unfortunately, unlike other things where you can measure something, like, oh, this car is this much horsepower, or this car, well, this piece of gold weighs this much. When it comes to cigar, what's the main difference between a 10, 20, or $30 cigar? Of course, we know age and rarity and construction and time of rolling. There's a lot of factors. But at the end of the day, but there is a lot of play within those numbers. That's what I'm saying too, though. You can't just say all the time a $15 cigar is better than a 10, or a 20 is always better than a 10. It doesn't always work that way. Generally, you get what you pay for, but at the same time, there's a lot of play, in my opinion. You know, like you know, there's a
Yeah,
lot. There's a lot of bullshit cigars out there, and I'm not saying they're bad, but not okay. Do you get more mad of a good cigar but not worth the money, or a cigar that's worth the price but it wasn't that good? Does that make any sense? Like, so if you smoke a $25 cigar and you're like, yeah, it was good, but it felt like a $10 cigar, or would you rather smoke a $10 cigar that was okay? Like, which one? Which one bothers you more?
right, right. Buying the more expensive one, yeah. Obviously, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though, so I feel like forget about the mind. Your wallet speaks more. If you smoke a cigar and you don't go back to it, you don't like it. You could say, "Oh, it was good," but you don't give a shit. If you don't come
Right,
back,
right, right.
right? Because
Yeah, yeah. Like the Don Pepin 20th, I probably won't buy anymore, especially at $40.
yeah, but if somebody gave you one, you're like, "Oh, well, you'd smoke it, sure," but you're
I
not.
well, sure, sure. If someone gave it to me, sure,
But
I'd smoke.
but you'd rather you shit. You could buy me. You could buy two Opus X.
I mean, I just bought Opus X Sharks for $25 a pop. I mean,
I saw Opus X Sharks. Um, no, Don. I'm sorry. What's the one with the fatter one? It's the Don Carlos shark. We had him in New York for $27.99. That wasn't that bad.
wow, that for New York prices, that's not bad. I mean, there's lounges around me that sell them for that, and really, I mean, if you find them for $20, you're probably doing really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And MSRP, of course, is lower than that, but I'm just saying, obviously, you'll never see them for that usually.
So it is what it is. Now, hold on. I need an answer. Because here's the thing, Mr. Dream Life, Anthony East Coast. This one, this Padron 26 feels stronger. Okay, how would I explain this? He gave me an age 64. I want to know how much age is on this one because I'm going to tell you this, though. The Padron 64 Churchill he gave me, Diplomatico, it only had 2 years on it. And it really changed. Watch the review. It was still great, but it
Yeah, I
changed.
did. But I was going to ask you, do you think that the size had anything to do with that? Like,
No,
I guess, like, do you
Padron.
smoke a lot of those? Like, do you know what it should have been?
I smoked the 80. I smoked the bigger ones, and I smoked so much of the Toro. What are we talking about? 1 inch difference. It's Padron. Padron is always in the last third from the first punch. I mean, from the first puff. So no.
Because I'll admit I've not smoked a lot of like long, like bigger Padrones. Like for me, if I'm smoking a Padron, it's usually like a Robusto, maybe a Toro.
No, I'm telling you, man, we might have maybe a little buildup on a longer Padron like that, but it never felt. It was still great, but it never felt like this. Actually, still feels like a Padron. When I mean feel, meaning it still feels a little smoother than a regular 26, but this one right here, um, it feels more like 3 to 4 years. Okay, but so then that's good to know that the 64 somehow lost more balls after 2 years than the 26. It lost less balls with 3 to 4. Isn't that crazy? It doesn't mean cigars don't all age the same. Does that make it? And you would think that
Yeah.
a bigger cigar, it would take more time to age it, in theory. But I'm telling you this,
Well, maybe there's like major turning points as you age those cigars, right? Like because there's 64, I think they do 4 years, right?
and the 26 is 5 from the
It's
factory.
5. So maybe that 4 to 5 is the major difference, and then 5 to 6 isn't. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know. I,
that would explain what happened. I mean, yeah,
all I'm saying is 2 years on the 64 lost a lot of balls, but on the 26, 3 to 4 years didn't lose that much balls.
well, I mean, the 64, I would say has maybe a little more balls than the 26.
If okay, now I'm talking about with the age. If we're talking about
I know, but I'm saying my
original,
point is like
of course, always strong.
maybe you're seeing the difference more. Because the 64 was a little stronger to begin with. Does that
Yeah,
make any sense?
but that's like saying I have 4 quarters, I take away one, you still have 3 quarters. It still should have been. Well, you know what I'm saying though. It
Well,
lost.
I understand what you're
It
saying,
was
but
a little bit. I'm talking about the
your
2 years.
your perception though, your perception though.
Dude, no. It wasn't a little bit. The 2 years lost a lot of balls on the 64, and 3 to 4s on this, not that much. A little, but not that much. So that's kind of interesting. Now, of course, this is just a one-time scientific
Yeah.
experiment, but it's still
No,
something.
no, Dream Life's saying he agreed that the 64 changes faster from his. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I've never aged Padron, so I can't. I mean, other than like by attrition or whatever
But we
that's not the right word, but
4 and 26 are the same exact cigars with only 1 year difference.
yeah,
Maybe, but it has to. If you look at the wrappers, they look a little different. I always find the 26 wrapper to look a little thicker and a little heavy on the wrapper of the 26. Did you ever notice that where the 64 looks a little more thinner? Did you
no,
ever
I
know?
never noticed it. No,
Yeah, take a look at it next time. You know, uh, on the natural and Maduros, so you can compare them.
yeah, I
Um,
don't have any 26s at the moment, and I think my 64s, I may have like one or two left. I need to restock.
so it's amazing how those 64s like flatline faster. They're still good, but if you gave me that cigar, of course it looks like a Padron. But for example, if I had that for the first time, I didn't know what Padron was. And then the next time I had a real Padron, meaning like right within a few months, I'd be like, that's the same cigar. It's amazing how 2 years really, you know, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
So if you're buying
it's
cigars,
interesting.
I recommend smoking them. I wouldn't give them 5 years unless you're trying to make them chill out. But I think
Yeah,
most people smoke Padrones for their tenacity.
I wonder if you aged a 26 5 years. I mean, if they're going to be similar to the Family Reserve at that point,
Hmm.
a fresh Family Reserve, I guess, because they have 10 on them, right? 10 years.
10 years, but I'm gonna tell you this: I feel like they start off with more Lajero and stronger tobacco because when I went to the Hollis Family Reserves, bro, they were so strong. All of them from the 44 for me to the 50th were all stronger than a 64 or 26, and then the 45 and 46 absolutely destroyed me. The 46 could have put me in the hospital, and I was holding the smoke on every. If you're not holding the smoke on every puff, they are smooth cigars, but if you're holding the smoke on those every puff, bro, like They are intense. That 46 might as well just be called a jalapeno. It was like I was sucking on jalapenos, and the water was infused with jalapenos. Like when I was done, like I skipped that next day. Remember, I never take a day off. I skipped the next day.
Yeah, I was on vacation when you were smoking a lot of those, but I was watching and I even planned to like come on and whatever. But where I was at, like I was near the mountains, which was fine. I had Wi-Fi, but dude, it was so loud outside. Like I guess it's like cicada season or something, and like all night long, it's like piercing, like just insects like chirping all night.
Listen, you enjoy your time with your family, get away. I'm glad I got away
Oh
for it.
no, but I was out smoking cigars on the deck every night. After they settled down or whatever. I was usually watching.
Oh, then that would have been cool. Yeah, it was too loud. He was
Yeah,
asking
it was way too loud.
for was more like 26 with the age. No, 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 no. You can't. No, you can't take a 64 and just give it a year and say it's a 26. It's not. It's no matter what. No matter what. Aging in your house, resting in a wooden box, it will never do what they do in the factory for tobacco and what they do in their aging rooms. Period. And then we're assuming it's the same fucking blend. And in my opinion, it's not. And even if it's the same type of tobacco, different primings or exact, you know what I'm saying though? The 64 is always rougher and stronger, but less complex. The 64 is like rah, and the 26 is like more in control, but it's still strong and dark. But the 26 is more refined, more sweet, more beautiful, but still plenty of blood. In my opinion, I still prefer the 26. But if you said, is money an option? Well, if I'm saving $5, $6 a stick, I'll have a great time with the 64 and save my fucking money. So it depends on what you're trying to do and how much gouge. But then he said, Richie, which Padron do I like most from the sampler? Do you want to share your overall experience? Okay, I'm glad you asked. My favorite was the 50th. Of that bunch. The 50th I thought was the best overall cigar, which I have a video on that, and I guess I could post it, but I don't know if it came out right with the audio, and because I just had to set up on a table. That being said, um, the 44 does the 44 does a lot. The 44 is great without kicking your ass. The 50 is going to cost the most money, right? How much is the 50th? 50th Maduro, the 64. Do you know how much?
I'm not sure. No, I would say probably in $30 price range.
They're all great. The, the 46 is the least usable, I feel, unless you want to just get destroyed. If you want to get blown out, go smoke a 46 and hold the smoke.
I like the 45s, the family reserve, the 45s.
The 45 it was a little more control. It was still a strong cigar, but once again, when you smoked them, were they aged? When you just this came right from it's not like they were sitting around for like 5, 10 years.
Yeah, no, the ones I have a box of the 45 natural.
Oh, natural, not the Maduro. Okay, so I can't speak on that. And I don't know how that would change it. I don't know how that would change it. But when you smoke it though, do you hold the smoke or you just puff it? You told Richie to go fuck himself right there. You hold the smoke.
No, I'll admit I started holding it more, a little longer. But I always do a little both. Like you'll watch me, I let a little bit out through my nose, a little out through my mouth, and I'll hold the rest. I do a little bit of everything.
If you did, that's the thing too. Like when I was hanging out with Anthony and Stash and Anthony, both Anthony's and Stash, um, we're just chilling. When you're not paying attention, we were just. I smoked the Opus X and I smoked the new Parties. I was having a great time. I was just chilling with the guys, bullshitting, almost not even paying attention to the cigar. I was just hanging out, and your mind almost, the cigar's almost not even there. That's just an after effect. You know what I'm saying? Though, where when I'm reviewing a cigar and I'm only focused on a cigar, like I get so much more out of it because I'm paying attention to every fucking puff and even in the side effects and the finish and everything and then what it makes me feel the thing. But when I'm talking with four guys and we're having a great time bullshitting, I can't pay attention to the cigar that well.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to. I grew the ash for a little bit and then I just fucking put it down because I'm just sitting on the couch and my hands are moving around talking to the guys. And, whatever. It wasn't. And I feel that's fine too. I feel like there's different kinds of cigar smoking. Like where sometimes it's nice not to pay attention to the cigar. Where it's like, hey guys, just fucking have a stick. Who gives a shit? You just puff on some cigars. And sometimes it's, what I'm saying though. Sometimes it's nice
Yeah,
that,
it was the first time you met him too, so like I'm sure it was like a lot of talking, right? Like you guys probably didn't stop. So.
yeah, yeah. It was what it was. Well, I showed them my balls, so
Uh,
that was. He said, Richie, can I side your balls? Dude,
oh, what cigars did you guys smoke?
everyone did different shit. Anthony P was doing the Partagas, I believe. I know Dash was doing a Davidoff first, I think, maybe. And then Anthony P gave us all a Partagas. So I think everyone had a Partagas in the group, I think, because it was also dark. It was just, you had a little, it was like, we were in the backyard, but it was like nighttime, so there was just a little light over in the tent. It was like an outdoor tent kind of a thing. And yeah, it was. I had a great time. Actually, I smoked 3 cigars. I smoked Opus, Partagas, and then I smoked Davidoff. And like, I was just hanging out having a great time. Like when you just bullshit with the guys, it's almost like it didn't matter what cigar. Like it's more about the guys are having a good time, and the cigar is the secondary. Where if I was just by myself, I'm only focused on the cigar. You know.
What Davidoff and what Opus did you smoke?
The Bellicoso Winston Churchill, the small one. It was nice.
Okay, nice.
They're like maybe like I wouldn't even call it Robusto, but it's like maybe like a 4x48 torpedo or something like that, like a nice little stick. The nice little cigars, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get 40 minutes out of a nice little cigar, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it was so I feel like a short Robusto.
Yeah.
He said Dream Life said he could vouch for tremendous skull and big balls. And no, dude, everyone was a gentleman. And like nobody there wanted to roughhouse. So I didn't roughhouse with nobody. Nobody was like, Richie, you're a bitch. You can't pick me up. And so I didn't. We just hung out and had a good time. Now, if anyone wanted to like wrestle, we could have wrestled, but nobody. We were just having a great time. You know what I'm saying? No. So like, when guys come here, if you want to talk shit to Richie, I'll talk shit with you. But at the same time, I'm adaptable. If guys are coming and being a gentleman, which everyone there was a gentleman, I'm gonna be a gentleman. It's not like Richie's an asshole. So we had a great time. But yeah, I have a tremendous fucking skull. He was. I don't even know what that is. Casa Lucero. 2000.
1910. I think I've had though. It's Mexican tobacco. No, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop this ash one because the wind is picking up right now, and I don't want to wear it. Like the wind's been picking up here, man, and that's unlikely for me to drop an ash, but I don't want the ash to fly all over here because then she complains in the morning. She, you left ash on the floor. Man, 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 man. I'm like, that's what it is. Because I'll get that phone call at work. I'm like, hey, babe. And it'll just be like, why the fuck am I always wiping up your ash?
Get one of those plastic bibs with the lip on them.
What happens is I took the lid off my ashtray because the lid on the ashtray it has like all those little lines. What
Yeah.
happens when I drop the ash on top or a cigar? Either the wind will blow some off, and then when I turn it upside down to go in the bin, some of it falls. So I just got rid of the fucking top. And I'll just dump it out at the end of the night, or put it on when I'm done. So whatever. Nobody gives a shit.
Mm-hmm.
What a stupid fucking place. No one's even here. What do you want from Richie? I'm just a regular guy. I will say this though, man. The cigar is very nutty, creamy, buttery, black pepper spice, very creamy, chocolatey. It is really nice. It definitely feels a little weaker than a normal 26, but not that much. So for long term aging, maybe 26 is the way to go. If you want to keep the original intent. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a bunch of cigars, smoke your 64s first before they, dwindle. Unless that's what you're trying to do. But at the same time, generally people smoking 64s for their strength. And Dream Life even said, he goes, after we talked, he said that he bought some new 64s just to check. He's like, holy shit, yeah, they definitely changed. You know what I'm saying? A good amount. So sometimes you can almost in your mind, not you realize it, but it's always good to have it's a scientific thing. They have in science, what they call it, they have a constant. So let's just say in science, you're doing a science experiment. They have A, the constant, and then they'll have B, or the cigar, the same cigar but aged another year. C, another cigar aged 3 years, and then then you compare and contrast. So we are doing some scientific work here, and I think that's what's different about this channel and other places. I mean, yeah, we're talking about balls and tremendous skulls, but it's not that stupid. Actually, I think we put out some good information for everyone. I don't think it's that stupid. I mean, what do you think?
Sako wants to know if you're getting any strawberry notes.
Why don't you shut the fuck up? I almost put Sako in the dome, but then I was like, I don't want Sako to go in the dome. If Josh would have said that, Sako has a lot of insurance, a lot. So Josh has pissed me off so much with Glock and everything else. So, but Josh loves going to the dome. And where is Sack? Where is Gail Sack?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. He says, I just checked the Hermosa I have. Yeah, and I smoked that one. That one was just a loss. I didn't make a video on that one. I just ended up smoking that one. 2019. Interesting. It is what it is. Shit. What else is going on? Anything new?
Not really, man. Just working. Wish I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Those go by too quick.
Yeah. I gotta go to the range this week. I might go to the range tomorrow because I'm like a member, so I don't have to pay every time I go there. So the membership costs I think $40 a month, but it's worth it because one visit is $25.
Yeah, you go twice, you pay for it.
It doesn't make any sense. Plus, when I go, they give me free tickets. I mean, free targets and everything. So, but tomorrow I want to go there. I want to shoot that 44 Magnum. Did we shoot 44 Magnum?
No.
44 Magnum is as comfortable as you could go with full power. Now, when I'm saying that because I'm a very experienced shooter and I've had a lot of calibers, 44 Magnum is a sweet spot. If you've never shot a big boy gun, you're gonna think it's scary, but it's not. But if you're new, it's gonna be scary. Once you go above 44 Magnum, then it really starts getting scary. But I'll say this: 44 Magnum can be very scary. Just as when you say a cigar, change the size, change the length. Picture the gun itself, not the caliber, as the platform. If you get a gun made out of lighter material or just less steel, the same caliber and the same ammo will feel much stronger. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a very heavy 44 Magnum, it's still going to be intense, but controllable. If you have like a scandium aluminum frame or a very light alloy revolver, I've seen that shit, man. I've shot that stuff. It's nice to carry because, like, wow, it's a 44 Magnum that weighs like a Glock. It feels so light. Then you shoot it, and you're like, fuck, that hurt my hand. You know what I'm saying? They're like, it's
What if you have a 44 Magnum with Josh loaded ammo?
Josh loaded ammo. You're dead. You shot one shot in your face. Let me explain why that's more dangerous with a revolver. Um, Shooting, if you have really bad ammo with a revolver, it could go really bad. It could go really bad. It could go really bad. I mean, revolvers in some ways you say are stronger than semi-automatics, but at the same time, the nature of the beast and the way the pressure is going to blow out. If you were to do something really stupid and you overload the ammo, um, when you think about it, yeah, it could go bad. It could go really bad. Um, I don't know if you die, but definitely could lose a hand, lose an eye. You have the whole barrel, the cylinder explode, a big chunk of metal in your face, and yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah, I get that.
After 44 Magnum, The next step up, you're talking about like 454 Kazoo. 454 Kazoo is a serious step up. I can't stress it enough. Like 44 Magnum with the right load, 800, 1,000, 1,200 pounds of energy. If you understand the ballistics, that's a lot of power. 9mm, you're talking about 300, 350 pounds of energy, maybe 400 on the high end of a full powered round. So picture like a 44 Magnum, if you're pushing 1,200 pounds of energy in one round, I mean, it's a significant amount of power. 454 Kazoo like starts off at like 1,800, 2,000 pounds of energy. Like, dude, this is stout ammunition. Like 454 Kazoo, basically it's a 45 Magnum, and but it's pushing a bigger, heavier round faster than 44 Magnum. So it's doing everything better. But if you don't have the right, even with the big gun, it's scary. But if you're using a little 454 Kazoo, so it is what it is. Then after that, you got 460 Magnum, you got 480 Magnum, you got 500 Magnum, and now somebody's coming out with 500 Magnum Magnum. Somebody made a Magnum version of the Magnum.
Is that like the Desert Eagle type shit? Like the is that what you're talking about?
Dude, Desert Eagle is nothing compared to Desert Eagle is a 50 cal. If you go to the highest side, it's called 50 AE Action Express. You're talking like a 300, 325 grain bullet at a 50 cal diameter, maybe around give or take 14, 15, 1600 feet per second, which is probably going to give you around 1,500 pounds of energy, which is significant. More powerful than 44 Magnum, not more powerful than 454 Kazoo. So 454 Kazoo is a lot more powerful and more range. So I mean, depending how hot you want to push it. Like most ammunition companies don't push I mean, they make some powerful rounds. I mean, they'll kill a bear, but
Right.
some brands are like they load it to like right before the gun explodes. Like,
Right.
like they have,
Liability reasons, right?
no,
Safety reasons.
some brands will say, "Do not shoot this ammo under certain guns not rated for this." So, for example, like I said, if you had any of those carry magnums, like with the light material, it'd probably destroy that shit. Um, so no, dude, that's you got to know what you're doing when you get to that level of ballistics. It's not a fucking joke. Like you could really you could fucking die if you put some really hot ammo, even 44 Magnum, because they make 44 Magnum like plus like really hot Magnum, like pushing it to the balls of the wall. If you have like an older Smith and Wesson that was designed for like what 44 Magnum was back in the 70s, that will blow up that gun. It'll blow up in your fucking face. Because they have some hunting ammo now that like what I'm trying to say is they have some 44 Magnum ammo that is getting into 454 Kazoo territory in energy because they're just pushing it to it's you gotta have something overbuilt like a Ruger. They make Jim Steele single action cowboy guns. They're really big and heavy, but they make a Ruger, I think it's called a Ruger Super Blackhawk or something like that. It's such a big heavy gun. That is rated for something like that. But yeah, or just be like Josh. Josh says he just turns his head. He shoots, but he turns his head the other way. So that's what Josh does. He said the guy at the range got mad. He said, you have to look at what you're shooting. And Josh is like, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, it is what it is. Maybe Josh can hold a mirror. He can shoot like this. He can shoot he's
Like the apple on the head or whatever.
yeah, yeah, bro. You got to know your ballistics, and that's why I only go with factory ammo because I've never had a problem with factory ammunition because of all their checks and everything. However, if you did and you have the box, and even generally the companies with the right documentation, it generally will replace or fix the gun. You know what I'm saying, though? So, whereas if you go with what do you call it? For example, if I had an issue with a gun and it was ammo related, you call the ammo company first, and hopefully they'll make good on it. Like maybe they'll Smith and we'll pay for it or whatever, or send it back to the manufacturer and we'll pay for it, whatever. Um, if the ammo company told you to go fuck yourself, well, then that's the kind of thing you put them on blast on YouTube, and they don't want that bad publicity. If they could fix your gun for a couple $100, it's better than getting a lawsuit that, But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I know Sig was having issues. They still are. Their Sig 320, the 9 millimeters, are going off in people's pockets, or in their. It's just going off. It's not necessarily true. It's kind of true. The I think the gun is safe, but okay. What striker fired? If you understand, do you know the difference between striker fired and hammer fired guns or no? If you don't know, okay. Picture a Glock. There's no hammer in the back. The Glock is like a straight square box on the slide.
Okay.
The striker is the hammer, but it's an internal striker hammer. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
It's
on the slide.
yeah, it's fired internally. You can't see the hammer. Whereas like a revolver or a 1911, the big 45, you see the hammer, it's cocked through that. So
Yeah.
with striker fired guns, generally what they do is like Glocks or other companies, actually everyone else. So let's say this is the trigger, right? They put like this little thing that sticks out like this. So if the trigger is pulled from the side, the trigger won't go anywhere. You actually have to have some kind of pressure from the middle, and you pull this little dangle. It's like it offers no resistance, but you have to pull from the middle of the trigger for the whole trigger to come back. Does that make any sense? It's like a trigger on the safety. I'm sorry, a safety on the trigger. However, it's a completely passive trigger. It's not like it turns the gun off, but you need pressure from the center. On the SIG, they just use the regular trigger. So what happens is, if it's in your holster, or as you're putting in your holster, or it pops out of the holster a little bit, if anything touches that trigger, it could be. You get what I'm saying though, because it doesn't have that little thing from the middle up here. So don't be wrong, the SIG trigger is way nicer, and if you carry it right, but I don't know if I want to stuff that in the front of my pants over my dick. Also, most striker fired, some are, some are not. When you chamber around, the striker is not fully cocked. Meaning, so picture a revolver, the hammer is always down. So as you're pulling it, the hammer has to come all the way back, and then as you pull a little more, it drops it. That's called double action. The hammer has to go back and forward. A 1911 is always back, but you have a thumb safety and a grip safety. So unless your hand's on it and you push the thumb safety down, the trigger can't go off. And then you have a firing pin block. The firing pin block is connected to the trigger, so as you pull it, it raises a little block, and so anyways, on the SIG, I believe it's fully cocked when you chamber it, but there's nothing protecting the trigger, and there's no grip. You can't get it with the grip safety. Well, nobody buys it with the grip safety. And what I'm trying to say is, there's no room for error on that gun. It's a safe gun, but if you fuck up in any way, you're gonna shoot your balls off. So is it safe? I think it is, but you can't just load it and throw it in your pocket or throw it in like a bag, because this female officer had it in her pocketbook and it went off. It has to be locked like plastic holster, totally protecting the trigger. Whereas, so anyways, I'm going on a long tirade here, but maybe you learned something. I don't know, but so SIG.
I did for sure. Anthony said this may be more boring than Opus talk.
You know what? Who gives a fuck? What does he say? This is more boring. Here, I got something more boring. Why don't you go to the 300 Club and let me know what you got to read? So it is important, because let me explain why it's important. All right, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, but if you're out there legally carrying a firearm, if it just goes off out in public, you're liable. You're gonna be in a lot of fucking trouble. If it only hits you, you're still gonna be in trouble. But if it hits anyone else, or just it going off in public, right? You get sued.
You got to be safe, and you got to be knowledgeable about what you're carrying.
Right. So it is what it is. That's kind of like why I like guns with hammers, because I can chamber it, decock it, carry the hammer down. So the first pull will be longer, but I want it to be longer. After that, the slide will cycle and then cock the hammer and stay back, and then it's in party mode, single action only. So, but I like to carry with the hammer down, and I don't have to worry about shooting my balls off.
Wait a minute. Anthony P can time people out from the 300 Club. That's pretty amazing.
Well, I think he has. Is he a super? What do you call it?
I don't know. It's funny.
So it is what it is. This Padron is fantastic. I don't think it lost too much with 3 or 4 years. I'll say this: I would still prefer the original intent, but that's just my preference.
Yeah.
For the original intent with Padrones, because with Padrones is all about the fucking intensity. And
Yeah.
I don't want. I wouldn't trade time to smooth the Padron out because I want the intensity because it's still smooth enough. So it's a good learning thing to put it out there that they still can be enjoyed. And then 26 though, the 26 has a slower, I guess, degradation, a slower rate of um, losing what it has. The 64, I couldn't believe after 2 years how much it changed, like fast.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, man? It changed that fast. Imagine 10 years on a Padron 64. It might be in Connecticut.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be crazy.
Now, do you think they ever do this? Do you think a cigar with age loses it and never comes back? You think so or no?
I doubt it. I would say no.
I mean, we can't say for sure because we don't know, though. That's all I'm saying, though. But I mean, so you
Right. Yeah. I can't say for sure, but I
no. I'm just saying. Do you think once it starts losing it, it never comes back?
probably not.
I mean, that makes the more logical sense. I only have to ask because I don't know. If I don't know, I like to ask a lot of questions. If I'm not asking questions, then I know. If I'm telling you something, I'm telling you I know. But if I'm asking questions, it's because I don't know. I like to learn.
Yeah. No, that's interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have any. I've never aged Padron, so I can't. I don't have any experience. I can't say.
Dream Life said he goes, I didn't age them on purpose. I just can't smoke them fast enough. That he has a significant Padron collection, so it's interesting. And it is what it is. It is what it is. My father's so funny. When I saw my father, you want to know? Okay, example how dramatic Italians are. I went with my father, and we went out for breakfast with my brother. My daughter was sleeping over at her girlfriend's house. So it was the night after, whatever it was. So I had time during the day to hang out with my dad after we had breakfast. My brother had a diner. So we go back to my grandma's house, rest her soul. And we're just watching TV, like daytime TV, Price is Right and all that shit. And then me and my dad, we went to go visit my mother at the cemetery. And so my father always brings like a brush. My father brings like scissors to cut the grass and perfectly even around the grave. And my father, he brings motor oil and he makes this. The grave has, it's like not metal, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know what kind of material it's made out of. Like the headstone. But my father always like polishes it up and everything. But after that's all done, and it's sad, but it always impresses me how much every time he goes back, how much care he puts into it. As soon as we're leaving it, we get in the car. And my father starts going off into this whole thing about when he dies and going into his will and everything. I'm like, all right, Dad, please. Like, there's enough dramatics right now. Like, we're literally still in the cemetery. I don't want to talk about you dying. He's like, no. And then he goes into, oh, I have this box I want to give you. I should have brought it up. It has some stuff I want to give you and jewelry from my father, a cross from my father that I wore. I want you to have it. I'm like, Dad, no, you don't have to give it to me. He said, no, I want you to have it. I'm like, all right. So then, if you want me to have it, just then mail it to me. He's like, I'm not mailing it. I'm like, why not? He goes, somebody will steal in the mail. I'm like, well, just send it certified. He's like, no, somebody will steal that shit. People steal the mail. I'm like, okay. And he goes, you're gonna have to wait for me to die to get it now. And I'm like, it's like literally the tiny. Like, how? My father's like, I want to give you this cross. It was my grandfather's. I'm like, okay, but I won't mail it. Somebody will steal it. You're gonna have to wait till I die. Like, this is the same conversation. Like Italians are so fucking dramatic. I'm like, all right, Dad, you want to get some pizza? I would get some pizza. Like, Italians are like, any other culture, nobody would do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so dramatic. Like, we're still in the cemetery. We're leaving the cemetery. But I got this nice gold cross I want you to wear. It was my grandfather's. But I don't fucking trust the post office. You're gonna have to stop breathing to wear it. And you're like, oh, okay, Dad. What am I supposed to do with that shit? What am I supposed to my father, when Anthony P, he met my father. So I'm sorry, Anthony P. I'm sorry, Dream Life, East Coast Anthony. Because they're both Anthony's. He met my father, And when my father was talking to him and everything, I said, Dream like, well, I call him Anthony. I said, you see in the one guy that can beat Richie. Like I said, my father can crush me with his words, because my father can't beat me up no more. But my father, he made me. So like, if he's like, you're a disgrace to my family, like it would Richie would jump off a cliff. Like he was like, you're a piece of shit, kid. Like he said. So
Yeah.
it was funny. I said, you're meeting the one person that could beat Richie. Like so it was. I think it was interesting for him to see me around my father. I'm totally different, because it's like.
Yeah.
I have such a reverence for my father. I mean, I bust his balls, but like, there's such a line that I won't cross. I've never disrespected my father. Like, I can't. It's like, in RoboCop, whenever he goes to arrest the people that made him, and then he's like, cannot, like he was like a
Yeah.
computer override, like I can't disrespect my father. Like, it's that old school Italian heritage that like you don't disrespect the family.
Right.
Uh, it was nice to see my father. I haven't seen him in 2 years, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
We spent a lot of time together, and we had a great time. He's a man of a few words, though. He's the opposite of Richie. My father doesn't like to speak. He doesn't. I could be saying anything, and he'll just say, "And that's the story." Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Though.
But when he speaks, you listen, right?
What's that?
I said, but when he does speak, you listen.
Yeah, because I want him to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? No, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. I know he loves me. I mean, he loves me. He's old school, and I respect that. I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up in a different era. You tell people exactly how you fucking feel. Back then, it's like, I shut your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We grew up with cell phones and texting and emails, Facebook. Imagine back in the 1960s, like people. Imagine the mafia had a Facebook, like the picture of the woods, and it's like, won't see that guy anymore. LOL. Like
Right.
there's just concrete getting poured, and they're like, maybe you shouldn't put all that money on the Giants, Bob. LOL. It's like,
LOL.
LOL. Like, and just imagine like 1960s mafia with Facebook, or like doing like TikTok. All the gangsters are doing like dances, like I don't know. Like I said, TikTok could be called Whack Whack. Like hey,
I could see someone like John Gotti on Facebook though, 100%.
Oh yeah. He'd be doing all the. He's like, I don't know if you look under that bridge over there. I'm not saying, but maybe under the bridge, maybe there's some people over there that maybe owe me some money. I'm not saying that, but maybe some
LOL. LOL.
LOL, haha, LOL. Yeah, yeah. Linguini out loud. Linguini out loud. Linguini out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna coin that. Linguini out loud. That's a good one. Linguini out loud. Or linguini on linguini. What do you think? Linguini out loud.
Yeah.
Linguini on linguini is too much linguini. And linguini sounds like linguini, so too much linguini is too much. Capiche? Yeah, he said, "Where's Misa?" I was gonna text Misa today, on the email. Isn't it right?
Was that the person that was going to blow Sacco's wig off?
Blow his wig back, and
Or blow his wig back?
Sacco doesn't wear a wig. Um, that was some ballsy statements.
But then what? He disappeared or what?
Well, when you say he, I don't. We never. I don't think we
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
we talked about gender. I don't know if I'm talking to a woman or a male. I don't know because
Yeah.
the name says Misa Chan. I don't know if that's like a. It doesn't sound like it said John. You know what I'm saying though, or like Robert. I don't know. Misa Chan, is that a name or is that like a cartoon? I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we'll never know.
We're never gonna know.
How many licks does it take to get the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know. You gotta be an '80s. You gotta be an '80s baby to understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's three. It's three. Um, I I saw this video today in Ohio. They arrested this man at like a park, like a theme park. Apparently, he was going around the theme park like people on roller coasters and like grabbing their crotches, and like he did it to a number of girls, and eventually people were like, "What the fuck?" He,
Like in line or on the coaster? Like what do you?
he was just trying to grab some choach, but like it wasn't even like people. Dude, like, he's gonna go to prison. Like you know, so
Yeah,
that guy, and
yeah.
he was like a creepy looking dude. Like that's why you can't just let your kids go to like the theme parks by themselves. Like you never know. Like you got these fucking perverts out there. Like who knows? Maybe he was pretending. Oh, let me check your seatbelt. Oops. Say, what the fuck? People like
Sacco said Sacco has a permanent wig. He said.
that. He said. He said he's arrested at Bald Hill. I don't know. It's so windy right now, man. I almost need to wear a jacket. Like it's actually cool. Like actually cool. I guess the summertime's over.
Yeah, yeah. It's starting to cool off here during the night for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, what do you rate that cigar?
The one I just smoked. Mm, I say a 4.7.
So that's a good cigar, man. That's really high rating.
Yeah, 4.7. It was a
What
good cigar. Like I said, I think the 10th was a little better.
I respect that. Was it? I'd have to review the 10th, but I almost
Yeah.
don't want to in a weird way because if it's here's the thing, I if I buy that with my money, it better be better than the Garcia, or I'm gonna be mad. Because if it's not for me, for me, I'm saying if it's not better, I'm gonna be really pissed. Like, man, that's a lot of.
You got your car paid off. You need to be smoking the Spectre, the 10th.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Richie's ball.
Sacco's waiting to smoke that Spectre with you.
Yeah, Richie's ball.
That would be an insane live. I think that'd be an insane review.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, yeah, I mean, I saw my car's paid off, and I got a stainless polished 44 Magnum in my pants. I'm balling right now. I'm a kingpin. I'm just Rich is balling here. Yes, is what it is. I don't know. I mean, no. Imagine like also a little grappling hook came up here or a ladder, and like people came to attack Richie. It's never gonna happen. I'm on the third floor. If somebody wants to whack me when I'm sleeping, I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard.
Like Tony Montana.
They'd have to like snipe me from across the highway and like see my hand and like have to go through the wall. But this is structural right here, so this is solid wood here. So it'll be kind of hard. And then I have a tremendous skull, so I don't know. But I think that'd be, but it is what it is. Sacco flexing. Sacco's making he's making a political statement to free Gio. Gio is free. He's a free man. Um, I had a lot of love for Gio. I don't want to go into that whole topic, and I wish him the best. It was what it was. I don't want to go into that whole thing. I don't want to get negative. It is what it is. I really wish him the best. It's unfortunate, but I didn't think we were strangers, but whatever. I don't want to go into that. But it is what it is. Um, it is what it is. How's your job going? Busy?
Oh yeah, always busy, always stuff to do. It's pretty much nonstop. But that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. It's better than the alternative, getting laid off.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
for sure.
Uh, Speaking about that, in 2 weeks, there's going to be a major change to the channel. And Sacco, thank you very much for the flex. Appreciate that. There's going to be a major change to the channel in 2 weeks, like a major. And some people here are not going to be happy. Um, my shift is changing.
Uh-oh.
I have an opportunity to take a different shift, the second shift, 2 to 10, and I took it. It's like 12% more money. It's more chill at nighttime. Like it's the second shift. There's no brass there, and any facility is more quiet than the second shift, and it's more money. And honestly, it's still to me a normal life because I'll be home by 10:30, and I'll hit no traffic both ways. Um, so to me, will I still do videos? I will. The weekend will be normal, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. But during the week, I might be doing just more reviews. Here's the thing, though. You might see a live lounge at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's daytime. I can't make that, but it is what it is. Hey, you got to do what you got to do for you.
yeah, yeah. Well, listen, hey, man, more money, less work sounds good for me.
Yeah.
So, um, and sometimes you just need a change.
Yeah.
Uh, forever, maybe do it for 6 months or a year. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Or hey, if you're feeling lively, you do like a super late lounge. You got to go over till 2 the next day. So
Yeah, I could do a lounge at 10:30.
you could.
And, uh, yeah, I mean,
That'd be really late for. That'd be really late for me. Like it. I don't know. It would depend. But
yeah, yeah, that would be a little late, and but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
yeah.
Uh, it'll be interesting. The guys in Europe will be happy because a 10 o'clock lounge, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon in England. So the guy from England will probably be able to have him on.
Yeah. There you
So,
go.
so yeah, so we'll still have late night lounges. They'll be really late. The weekend
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday will be normal times, and during
Yeah.
the weekdays maybe some maybe some. I'm still waiting on those cigars from General. I think one day I'm just gonna get a big box. I hope so, because there's so many cigars. They said they
Yeah.
wanted
Well,
me,
what the heck? They keep sending you emails, but no cigars.
and the guy that I know told me that he went and talked to her, and he says he's trying to get information on why there's there a delay. Now here's the thing: maybe they're waiting for all those cigars to have all these 5 packs together for all their people, the reviewers, and maybe they want to ship them out all at once. So maybe it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I never asked for anything, but when they're telling me, hey, we're gonna mail all these cigars to you like 2 months ago, and you're like, all right, like where is it? So
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get them.
yeah, well, yeah, but I kind of like to put out the content. You know what I'm saying? No, because
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have much patience. So once you tell me you want me to review it, they'll send it. You know, so
Yeah.
we'll see. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see with that, man. Yeah, is what it is. What time is it right
For me, 11:18.
now? 9:18. It's early. Um, I think I'm gonna do one more stick. I'm gonna do the boost though. Um, you got work in the morning, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I got work. I'm probably gonna check out of here, Richie.
Yeah, we'll,
Um,
we'll get on Saint Sacco, and we'll see we'll see what shirt Saint Sacco's wearing. Yeah, he said he wants some new shirts, because Nick's still.
oh man, if I could have been a fly on the wall to watch Soccer when you were smoking that Padron through the strawberry, I would want
Yeah, dude. I mean, that strawberry, that was a pretty cool concept, man. If I would have had like 5 of them set up,
to
dude, it was a good idea, man. It made that cigar into a torpedo. It made it into a torpedo. You know,
Yeah, I suppose it did.
dude. Look, it worked for about a minute or about 2 minutes. It's not stupid if it works.
Yeah,
That was the first idea. I mean, come on, that was original. You got to give it to Richie. That was a pretty, and I did that on the fucking fly.
yeah.
But you didn't know you could smoke a Padron with a strawberry on it.
I would say there's certain fruits that's not gonna like you can't do that with a watermelon, right? I mean, your cigar would get too hot.
No, melons are out. Berries are out. How about an apple? But an apple's too hard. You know what I'm saying?
You
Though.
have to, yeah,
I think strawberry was perfect. What else is there? What else is there besides strawberry?
mm, yeah. I don't know. Maybe a pineapple. Well, actually, I think pineapple would be too wet.
Yeah, it's too big too. You know what I'm saying?
You got to do the woody though, right? The pineapple.
Dude, stop saying that word. Every time I go to my house and I see that box, I dread it. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be,
I got to see you smoke that cigar.
I'm gonna die. I don't even know where am I gonna put the ashtray. I need a, I need a bucket. I need a bucket. You know? I'm gonna need
Mm.
a bucket for that, man. It's gonna destroy me. You know. Well, all right, we'll get Saint Sacco on, man. I hope you get some rest.
Yep.
God bless you and your family.
Yep.
Stay. I'm sorry that the other cigar you had wasn't. But it's good to put that information. The 20th, it was good, but
Yeah.
not great. You know.
Yeah.
And the
It is
Garcia,
what it is. Hey, now I know. Hey, I didn't buy a box, so that's a plus.
yeah, and the Garcia you really liked,
Yeah, I liked that one. I did, but I still like the 10th a little better.
and I respect that. If that listen, how a cigar hits you, because now we're playing with semantics. Because it's not like you said the other Garcia was bad. You love the Garcia if it's 4.7, but you the other one would be maybe what, maybe 4.8. It just hits you better, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'll see you in the park.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right, later, bro. Peace out.
See you.
Last but not least, we're gonna have Saint Sacco on. A little windy out.
Branch gang.
Hey,
Richie, you missed me. Are you going for a second cigar? Nice.
it's none of your fucking business.
Not your fucking business either. What are you smoking? What is that?
It's,
Smoking a cigar without a band?
it's an Atabe.
Nah, you can't fool Sacco with that. There is no Arabe in that shade, in that wrapper, whatever you call it.
You know what?
No, I don't. Tell me what.
I think the show's over. You have a good night, all right?
Good to know. What's up, Richie?
Hey, how's your balls?
Balls are fresh.
Oh, you smoking a nice cheap cigar.
This was like from 2017.
How was it?
How was it or how is it? I don't even remember how it was. I just remember it was good, but now it's still good. Hey, Sako has three categories. Okay, cigar is okay. If I say cigar is okay, then I won't smoke it again. If I say cigar is good, I might smoke it if somebody gives it to me. If I say cigar is excellent, then I'll buy it.
Yeah, but the Macassar is a good blend, man. That's
It's
eight.
a good blend, yeah.
But also, you gave it a lot of time. How much time? 6 years?
Well, this one is 6 years on it.
That's a long time. Did it get too boring or no?
No, it's smoking okay. It's a Churchill. So it was Churchill, big size, but no, it's not boring. I'm enjoying it. Look, I still have like I don't know. I bought a box and it comes 10 in a box. Maybe I still have like five, six of them. So if I mean, would I buy a new box unless I finish them in another 10 years?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me write that down. This is a great story. Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's a great story. Yeah.
Did you get them all? How's your balls, Richie?
Yeah, I'm fresh. Tangerine Italian soap. I'm fresh. 2 showers a day. Can't stress it enough. Uh,
Nice.
I didn't get no cheeks today though. But yeah,
How's that? Are you taking a break? Interesting.
24 hours
Okay, what's that cigar? Don't you want to tell us what's that cigar?
It's a secret.
What is it?
It's a secret.
Looks like Casa de Saco.
Wow. Oh, look, here comes the police.
Uh oh, they're chasing somebody.
It's a quorum cigar. Taco. Taco, why are you here, though? It's a stupid place.
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I don't know. 50 years ago, my parents had a sex, and I'm here.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
Uh, we're on a train, you know. We're on a train
That's true.
temporarily.
That's true.
Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Hmm.
It is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. Um, I don't know, son.
What's there not to know?
Well,
50 plus 50, it's 100.
it is what it is. You know. Do you think, Sacco, that when you die, you will still have the capability to think?
I don't want to.
You don't have the choice.
Why would I think after I'm dead, dude? Thinking is a lot of work. I'm going to retire. When I'm dead, I'm going to retire. No more thinking, brother. That's it.
You don't know when you're dead. You might not know you're dead.
You might.
But no, Sacco. To know that you're dead, you'd have to know. So how could you know you're dead?
Would I be able to smoke cigars?
No.
That's it. So then you're dead. Then you're dead as a doornail. Uh,
You know, like Sacco, like do you think you die and then you have to go, oh wait, I'm dead. And then you're like, okay. And then okay, what? Okay. All right. Like you look do you think you look around, you're like,
uh, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty dark, even if you look around. So,
let me explain something
look,
to you.
in Armenian culture, the only place you're going after you're dead is 6 feet under.
That's not you though. That's your body.
Mitzak.
No.
That's the beat.
Yeah. Your body is done because your body belongs to this physical world. Um, so the thing is, Sacco, let's talk about the act of physical violence in a war or murder or an accident. Violence is physical, but I'm going to tell you right now, all violence is spiritual as well. Because if someone murders you, once you're dead, now you become only spiritual. So a physical murder is also a spiritual act.
Yeah, I can see that you watched the movie Ghost.
Okay,
And you're gonna try to come back and you know take
let me
take take advantage. I'm
clear
gonna refill my prunes.
your ass out. Sacco, look, Sacco, right? This is physical. It's solid.
Right.
The tobacco is dead. Once the tobacco is killed, what do you see? The smoke. The smoke. When you die, spirits can leave your body. You're leaving the. Oh, there goes Sacco. There you go.
That's it.
So you didn't. What I'm trying to say, Sacco, you simply transferred from physical to the spiritual. You understand that? You transfer. It's not death. It is a transfer. It's a transfer. Do you get it?
If you call it that that's fine, brother.
It's a transfer. It,
Yeah.
it's like going from water to vapor. The difference is, though, once you go to vapor or smoke, spirit world, you're not bound by physical means anymore.
Look, even the dead leaves, right? Let's say those are dead leaves, but you're smoking them, right? In some form, it's going to become ash, and then even with dead leaves, you can fertilize something, and it's a fertilizer on the end. So is the human body. You can compost the human body and use it as a fertilizer. So, but dude, no opus ex, bro. There is no opus ex. When you're dead, you're dead. That's it. Truly, believe me. I mean, I can guarantee this shit. Okay, the opus ex, you know the Bob Marley song. It says, "Preacher man, don't you tell me that there is a heaven under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. So you live your life while you're on earth. That's it.
Well, if that's what you want to believe.
It's not what I want to believe. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean,
So you made the decision for everyone.
no, I'm just I'm being realistic.
But dying doesn't sound too realistic, does it?
Yes, it is. We're born to die.
But the transfer, what were you doing before you were born?
I don't know about all that, bro.
You don't know? You don't know?
Look, um,
Think, Sacco, let's just really think about it. Because think about it. For you to be born, your mother and father had to get together, right? In that one moment, then all of a sudden you just magically appear, and then it takes 9 months to come on out. You don't think that in itself is a miracle? It's just
it's not magical.
oh,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, no, no. Look, it's miracle. It's miracle that the life stuck on this planet. Now that's miracle. But that I'm born, that's not miracle. That's just the way. I mean, people, multiply, and the animals multiply the same way. But
Okay,
the miracle is the life itself.
we're gonna go back into it. This just all we just. So who was the first human? They made themselves. You just said it takes a mother.
You're freezing on me.
What's that?
Oh no, you were free. You were frozen a
Okay.
minute.
So you said you're here because your mother and father had hanky panky. So who
Yeah.
was the first mother and father? Because where were their parents? If everybody needs parents to get here, the first parents couldn't self-generate. Something bigger than them had to say. You understand that?
Well, there is a one word for it. It's evolution. So,
And that's a crock of shit. Because I am not a fish, and you are not a fish, my friend.
um, there are some things it's hard to deny because it's there. Look, like you know what type of a person I am. Like I know a lot of people they invested money into the stocks and made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
I also know a lot of people that invested their home into the stocks and they lost it. Okay. So for me, I like physical things. Like instead
Gold.
of like investing into the stocks, I rather invest in gold.
Yeah.
Right? Like I buy a gold, I put it in a safe deposit box. Now who knows? I mean, there might be a fire at the bank and the safe deposit box or whatever earthquake, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? But at least it's something solid that you can hold in your hand, exchange for money. Okay, so now that's what I'm. Look, my fate is not to fuck over people. Not to. I mean, my family, my friends, and whoever I trust, whoever I believe in, not to fuck up their life, not to steal from anybody, make a living. That's what my faith is, as far as the faith portion.
But how did you know not to steal? Why? Why?
Well,
Oh no, stop. Oh,
just because my parents, like, I grew up that way.
right, but what I'm saying
But
is,
then again, once you grow up, and then you might steal something, whatever. You might steal a candy from the store, but that's not a bad example because candy is food.
no,
Uh,
but it's
you
still
might steal a shirt from a store, like, when you're a kid, but your parents don't want to buy it for you. You just uh, I don't know, but throughout the years, and then you grow up to see that stealing is not good because somebody's working hard for it.
yes, but you understand, fish don't believe that. Fish don't believe anything. Fish steal, kill. Fish don't have no morality.
So I mean, if there is a lot of people that steal by knowingly that stealing is bad, they still steal,
Yeah,
but they're not fish. They're still human, right?
yeah, but they know they should know better, and they know better. They know. Oh, they know it's not what they're doing is good.
Right, exactly. But they're still doing it.
Well, that doesn't make it right. But most people know steal. They don't. Most people don't go to prison. You know what I'm saying? No, prison is not for the good. Prison is there for the bad. Prison is there for people that forgot to be good.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they started to make prisons.
Right. But you understand, prison's not there for fish. There's no prison for fish.
Yeah, there is aquarium.
If no,
Literally, yeah.
no, but Sako, we built that. The fish can't build an aquarium. You understand that? You know?
Joshua, look, bro, that's what I do actually. When I go to shooting, I go to McDonald's and I buy about like 10, 10 sandwiches for breakfast, and I take it to the range employees, and they treat me like a king.
I can't do this. You guys talk.
So I can, like, at my range that I go, I can shoot anything. I mean, any way I want. Like, nobody can do like rapid fire, and they don't care when I do rapid fire. So yeah, that's what I do. Okay, Josh, I promise you, you come over, bro. I'll have you shoot guns that you never even dreamed of. But we're gonna stop at McDonald's first. I guarantee you.
You're gonna blow his wig back.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your wig back. Not that you have one. Josh has the best hair in the lounge.
Wait, does he have to wear pants at the range or no pants? Can he wear pants or not?
Well, yeah, you gotta wear something. You can wear shorts. Yeah. But I mean, it's preferably you wear shoes instead of flip flops.
Yeah.
I'll have you shoot 338 Lapu 1,000 yards,
You
Josh.
want to hear something funny today? There was somebody on front of me in a line, right, at a store, and they had the phone on speakerphone, and it was a woman, and she was on the phone with her husband, and she's talking about something about what do you need from the store or whatever, and then it was her turn, so she told the person, "Oh, I gotta go, I'm online now," to the husband. And normally the husband, you think, would say, "Okay, babe," or "All right, love you," or just nothing, right? But it was on speaker, so she's like, "Okay, I gotta go," and literally the husband said, "Eat shit and die, bitch," and he hung up the phone.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that's not romantic.
bro, I was literally, I'm behind him, and I was just like, "Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
good to know, good to know."
But that range I was going during COVID, when, like, they were closed, but the guys were still there. I just go shoot alone,
You know,
and because there are no other shooters, you can hear your shots even
you,
1,000 yards. You know.
you're skipping my story like I didn't say it. I thought that was pretty fucking funny, Sacco. Who talks to their wife like that?
Um, I don't know a person that have a lot of faith.
He said, "Okay, honey, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Eat shit, die, bitch." And he's like,
Oh God.
yeah.
No.
Maybe laugh. It made me laugh.
Uh, it's sad though. In one, I mean, I don't know if it's funny, but anyway, maybe it's funny. Who knows, right?
You,
Yeah, that's yeah.
you've been killing me, Sacco. I'll tell you what, man. You're on your A game. You're
Slowly, I'm killing you slowly with the Woody.
dude, that cigar is gonna kill me, man. It's gonna kill me.
Dude,
It's,
that cigar is delicious. It's not gonna kill you.
it's gonna kill me.
It's gonna make you feel good for a week.
You you understand? In 2 weeks, she's getting the surgery, right? So it's gonna. She needs help with things once she has the surgery, right? How am I gonna get 8 hours to smoke that?
Okay, so you gotta do before. So this coming weekend is a long weekend. It's a Labor Day weekend.
Oh, I can't.
I'm off Monday. What's a Woody? Okay, Jermaine. Woody. If you go to Google, put Woody cigar, you'll find out what is it. The Woody is the Woody. Well, yeah. So that's it. I mean, you have 3 days off.
I can't smoke it this weekend.
Well, what are you gonna do with it then? You're just
No,
gonna just
I'm gonna smoke it, but Sacco. I'm gonna.
yeah.
I'm trying to plan when to do it. You
I
know.
know what to do with it. Cut it and light it. How you gonna use matches though for that, dude? You need like pack of matches, or you need those camping matches. Maybe that's the time you're gonna use the what you call it.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know.
Okay, well it's yours. Up to you. What do you want to do? You want to do it, you do it. You don't want to do it. Good luck. I mean, you don't have to.
No, no, Sacco. Relax. I'm gonna eventually do it. I'm just in my mind, because you understand how I smoke. I hold the puff. I can't hold the smoke on that cigar. That's too much smoke to
Yeah,
hold.
you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to hold every puff. But that cigar is so delicious. You're gonna do it one way or another.
How do you know it's delicious? You smoked it?
Yeah, I smoke. No, I didn't smoke that, but the regular leaf by Oscar is the same blend.
Yeah, I like the regular leaf, but that's
That's it. It's all Honduran tobacco. Nice, smooth, and mild, medium.
how is it gonna draw at 21 inches? How can it draw?
It does. Those. I mean, you have to do like three, four, like, like puffs before you get smoke, but it does. I mean, it's not a gimmick. It smokes, dude. I mean, it really does. So, didn't lose any weight?
I haven't looked at it in 2 weeks. I haven't opened it
Did
up.
you take it out of the cello, or it's still in the cello?
I want it in the cello.
Yeah, yeah. But
I,
it's in a coffin without a cello.
do you know how much moisture that thing probably has?
Yeah, dude. That's gonna need some drying time.
I uh, I just have two Bovida packs in it, two 69 packs.
Don't put any packs in there, man.
No,
No, just let it kind of dry box a little bit.
you think so?
Yeah. If that cigar is heavy for its size, still it's heavy for its size. It's not gonna. You're not gonna have because look, by the time you get like to first third, that cigar is gonna be mushy and if it's not dry. But you're the master. You know better.
No, I'm not.
Oh, this cigar burning my fingers. It was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah,
It-
yeah.
So
Here's what it is. So this guy goes to his father. He says, "Dad, I'm 4'5'1," and the father says, "I don't have a son anymore."
Oh man.
It is what it is. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Poor father.
If,
You know.
Sacco, I think I'm 451. I think I am.
That's the you went to New York and you figured that out. You're coming out of the closet now.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the ash.
Man, it looks beautiful.
It's perfect.
Every cigar you smoke, you make it look beautiful for some reason.
Sacco, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I bought
Professional.
I bought some more 44 Magnum ammo, Topo Chico.
Dirty Harry.
I bought some 240 grain semi wad cutter.
Damn. That would put a dent, right?
Let me tell you something. You If you're going out to the country, you don't want hollow point. You want the semi wad cutter for a bear. The penetration on that
Yeah.
in gel, somebody had like 3 blocks, and it went through all 3 blocks. So that's what you want for a bear. The penetration.
Also, if you're going to shoot through the bushes, it's better to have regular ammo than hollow point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, still, if it's you're worried about something small than a bear, I guess you could have the full mount, hollow point. But for larger stuff, like if a bear's coming, you don't want to use a hollow point. Not for it's too thick. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't want to expand too fast and less penetration. You want more penetration. It's not
Yeah.
lead round. Josh, do you understand what a semi-wad cutter is? It's a flat point. It still has a copper jacket around the base and a little more, so that way when it goes to the barrel, only the copper is touching the barrel. Do I gotta explain this shit to you? Do I? At the same time, when it impacts, it hits harder because it's the soft lead. You know what I'm saying? Though, if you have a complete metal jacket, it doesn't. Why do I gotta explain this to you? Okay.
Anyway, Josh is going to handload what he's going to handload.
No, no. I gotta shoot just pure lead rounds. No, you could get
No,
some.
but you're not going to take hollow points to the target. I mean, to the range, right?
I will. I'm gonna put at least 12 through it.
Are those expensive though?
$30 for 20. So
Not bad.
because those are the ones I carry with it. So I'm gonna test them out.
You going to carry Dirty Harry?
I've already been carrying it.
Holy shit! You have a holster or appendix carry?
I don't need a
One of
host.
them cowboy things. Get two of them with cowboy things. You know.
Stuff it in my pants. Mel Gibson stuffed in his pants. Dirty. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, appendix carry. That's it. Yeah, back then there was no Amazon. The holsters were hard to come by.
Have a holster, okay? Relax. I can't show you it
You
because
have the belt too with the ammo in there.
I got speed loaders. I got speed loaders.
Okay.
I can't show you because the community guidelines.
Yeah, don't show me, man. We don't need that shit right now. We're gonna change your shift, and then the community guidelines. Now that's gonna be doubled down.
Yeah,
You only can handle one change at a time.
yeah, it's all right. I mean, the channel's over. This is the last episode. Listen, I got my Woody cigar. My, I'm done. The channel's over now.
Hanjatınım. Oh yeah, I turned it off a while ago. Yeah. Oh,
It is what.
yeah. Soprano. That's it.
This is Sacco. I'm at. This is the, how do you say, last stand. Richie went to 44 Magnum. That's it.
That's it, man. Oof. Oof. Next thing you know, Rich is gonna be carrying shotgun.
Yeah, no, it's
You're gonna go full Richie.
look, bro. Because look, if somebody's gonna come and try to kill you, it's gonna be close. So there's no chance. No chance.
But what if it's it's the God's will? Maybe that's how you're gonna go.
Okay, if it's my time, whenever my time happens, I'm ready.
Right.
But when you're staying with God and making good decisions, you're going to have a longer life. If you're out there robbing and stealing, you're going against the
I'm
Ten
gonna
Commandments.
catch up with you.
Yeah, you have a shorter life. God doesn't give you rules for a bad reason. It's to protect you. You understand? Because,
Right.
if, for example, when he says "do not steal," why? Because if you steal, somebody might come and kill you because you stole. Or maybe you go to prison and somebody kills you in prison. So he's not telling you because he hates you. Like the same reason, like you have a child. I have a child. I taught my daughter never to steal. Why? I told her, you steal, I won't even know your name. If you need something, ask me, but don't ever steal. You know, and
Right.
you know,
Because if everybody goes with the same principle, then nobody will steal from you. You know.
yeah, no, it's just if everyone was stealing per se, society would be over. You know what I'm saying? Though, and that's why they have prison as a timeout. They put
Yeah.
it there to pull people.
That's places like that called like third world country. Believe it or not, we have third world countries inside of our country. So maybe not the country, but neighborhoods or towns or cities. So Albuquerque is the worst in crime then now in USA. Albuquerque is one of the worst cities these days.
I know Missouri has really bad murder. New Orleans, there's a lot of homicides.
New Orleans, Detroit was in there.
Chicago.
Chicago is in there.
Now here's the thing though. You can't just look at homicides. You got to look at how many people live.
Crime rate, like
No. You got to look at how many per 100,000 people. You understand statistics?
Oakland. Oh yeah, Oakland is in there too.
But I'm saying, Sacco, if a city has 10 million people, and there's 100 murders a year,
Per capita, yeah, exactly. So,
but you also have to look at how many they catch. In
yeah.
cities like in New Orleans, most murders in Philadelphia.
Well, but like, but I don't know if still is, but Fresno here in California, Fresno, I mean, was the worst city per capita in all of the United States with the crimes and like Fresno is a major meth cooking labs. They transport meth with fruits. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't do drugs. I don't.
to other states. Well, yeah, I don't do drugs either, but you know,
No,
I
you what?
came I came across that in the news one day.
I read in the news. What I'm saying is, you know, it's not for me. It is what
Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah,
not for me.
it's not for everyone. If somebody can control it and do it as a pleasure once in a blue moon, then bravo. But it's very easy to get addicted on those shit.
And the problem with that is this is not the 1980s. People that even just like to do cocaine on the weekend, a lot of that cocaine has fentanyl in it, and they die.
Well,
They
the movie I saw the movie. It was the painkiller. The name is a painkiller. It was the OxyContin. How it took over U.S. at one point. Like everybody got like all the mid states there. Everybody was on those drugs, opioids. So,
now
but anyway, yeah, stay off drugs. Drugs are not good.
drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, and everything starts from alcohol. Once you drink, and then you think you can swim the ocean across.
Well, that's why I don't drink. I mean, I have a drink once in a while, but I don't get drunk.
Yeah, yeah, having drinking at home is okay.
Yeah, but
I
even then,
mean, what's worse gonna happen? If you're gonna go drink and go to sleep, then
no. But Sacco, if you're drinking a 6 pack every night or a bottle every night, that's a bad
uh,
too much.
I'm a weekend warrior, bro. I only drink on weekends.
Whatever. What I'm saying is, if you're drinking every day, I mean, if you're getting fucked up every day, you know, I grew up Italian. My grandparents, they always had a glass of wine with dinner, and that was that. They had a glass of wine with dinner, and that was that. You know,
Yeah,
you know, and that was that. But yeah, they never went out. They never went out to drink. I can
yeah.
never Can you imagine my grandfather going to Applebee's? You know,
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, Nick, that's you can tell like that, but you just can't fuck with nature. I mean, nature is so powerful, and humans just accidentally here. So I mean, the nature is there. If you don't know how to survive, the nature is there to kill you. So that one faulty wire, or
Sacco, only the strong survive.
yes, it's laws of jungle.
It's not just strong, but people making good decisions. Because strong, smart
Look, bro,
people.
no matter if you're a lion or you're a gazelle, come morning you gotta run.
Yeah,
If you're a gazelle, you gotta run for your life. If you're a lion, you gotta run to catch the gazelle
yeah,
to eat, to provide your family. So that's what the life is.
yeah. And then when the lion,
Stronger survives.
dies, the maggots eat him, and then he goes into the ground, and then the animals eat the grass. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life. It is what it is. But we're all here because our parents clapped cheeks. Everyone,
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah. And then when you die, you can't clap cheeks no more. You're dead.
You can clap cheeks. You cannot smoke a cigar. You can't, I mean, you can't feel anything. You can't touch anything. What is it good for? Might as well be dead. Richie.
Uh, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If somebody asked me if I could only do one at this point right now in my life, would I give up cheeks or would I give up cigars? Hmm. I I'd give up cigars.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can, yeah, unless like you're 90, and then you're tired of clapping chicks, then you might give up on clapping chicks. But
Yeah, why? Because cigars are nice, but when I want to clap cheeks, I don't care about Padron.
yeah, well, I mean, you're gonna care about Padron after you clap chicks.
But that's the thing. After
Exactly. Now, where is my Padron now? Oh man.
yeah,
Well, I prefer not to be put in that type of spot to make a choice.
hypothetically, if you had to choose one for the rest of your life, cheeks or cigars, it's gonna be cheeks.
Well, yeah, yeah, of course,
Is what it is.
yeah. How much a person can jack off? Uh, yeah,
Josh,
Josh. That's it, Josh. See you later, Josh.
yeah, Josh. Why don't you go clap some cheeks, Josh, when you clap some cheeks, let me know, Josh.
I think Josh is having more fun by hand loading than clapping chicks.
Think so?
Yeah, I would imagine. I don't know. Good night, Nick. Take care, buddy.
So,
Yeah, Nick wasn't interested in my shirt today.
when you wake up in the morning, do you think what Nick says? You're like, I gotta buy more shirts.
Yeah, uh,
Yeah, it is what it is.
and nobody can change it.
Hmm.
How's that cigar going? What was that cigar anyway, dude? You didn't even tell us what you're smoking.
It's a mystery.
This is cigar channel. You remember, right? Meet your host.
is, it, is this the Sacco show?
No, this is out of order cigars. Rich is out of order cigars.
I don't don't even know the name of the channel anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna change the name to Stupid Place.
451.
I'm gonna change it to Stupid Place. I'm gonna change it. I'm changing it. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to change the name.
You're gonna try to? Why would you try to? Don't you know how to? Uh, put the Woody channel.
That cigar is gonna kill me.
Oh my god.
Sacco, what time am I gonna start that? Like Saturday morning?
I mean, it's a long cigar, bro. I don't know if like
It's not a long cigar. A long cigar, a long cigar is 6 inches. Seven.
eh,
This is 21. Do you understand how long that is?
yes, that's like
That's 3 Churchills in a row.
yeah, about three Churchills.
But
Three.
it's
Okay, but every Churchill is like three Churchills in there.
yes, but Churchills are 7 by 50. This is so 3 Churchills will be 21 by 50.
That's the length. What
This
about the width? The
it,
width is like three Churchills.
no, it's 100, so it's double. So it's like smoking 6 Churchills. Do you get it? If 3 Churchills is 21 by 50, but
Right.
this is 100.
Three Churchills.
It's 6 Churchills. Do you understand that?
Six Churchills.
Well, what the fuck are we talking about here? This
Nothing to it.
the cigar is 21 inches. A Churchill 7. So 3 Churchills 21. But the Churchill's only 50. This cigar is
Right.
so we have to double that. So
Right.
it's 7. Fucking shit. It's,
Six
it's,
Churchill.
it's 6 Churchills back to back. You know how much tobacco that is?
Yeah. That's like uh that's like a 10 over 10 packs of cigarettes.
Sacco, do you know how much time? Let's say every Churchill's only 1 hour. That's 6 hours it's going to take me. Do you know how much time that is? I'm going to have to shit. I'm going to have to clap cheeks. I'm going to have to go shower. I'm going to have to eat. I'm going to have to take a nap. I'm going to have to watch a movie. I'm going to have to clean my 44 Magnum. It's a long time, 6 hours.
Damn. Yeah, nobody who's gonna sit here and watch you for 6 hours smoking that thing.
That's what I'm saying, too. Nobody cares. So you're giving me an impossible task. I'm going to be sitting here by myself.
Maybe we need to get together or something.
Taco, it's gonna be the most boring episode. I'm gonna be here for 12 hours. Hey guys, I'm still here.
Watch. Jermaine is all into it, man. There you go. You have at least
Oh,
one. You have
hey,
at least one. That's just so I don't forget the smoking. Just to watch is a commitment, dude.
you're
Richie froze.
you're talking. It's at least 6 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
But hey, you can say I've been there, I've done it, right?
No, I can't. I might be dead. You understand? I might not make it. You know?
I'm pretty sure you'll make it. But
You said you're pretty sure.
yeah, uh, no, you'll make it, dude. Yeah, I know you'll make it. Okay.
You-
Oh God.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
so.
I'm thinking like, yeah, that would be like, what are you gonna talk about? Like 6 hours?
That's the other problem, Sacco. And I'm gonna have to go take a piss or go to the bathroom or eat. What am I gonna do? Order pizza and have it delivered?
Or you can go to the local lounge, sit there and smoke there, and then you can film little bit, and then talk to people, and then there everybody be like next to you taking pictures, videos. Richie smoking the woody.
I don't know what's going to be harder. If I do this, if I try to make a video, I have to edit it and I have to press the button. I don't. I think the live is easier, but at the same time, I don't know.
Okay, you can look. We can You can start it, and then let's see what it leads to. Yeah, you can get tired of it, toss it away. That's it, or let it go out. You can light it up tomorrow, next
Taco,
day,
taco,
whatever.
not going to fit in the garbage pail.
You gotta make sure you smoke enough of it. Yeah, bro. I mean, no commitment. You don't like it. I mean, you don't have to power through.
Bro,
But that cigar is delicious. Once you start, I mean, there's no way you're not gonna like that cigar.
you're not talking about it's a 21-inch Opus X.
Right.
It's you know
It's the woody.
it's
Yeah, but if it was 21-inch Opus 6, everybody would jump on it. I
yeah
know DL will spend like $1,000 to get it.
if it was a Woody Opus X, yeah, it would cost a thousand.
What's up, buddy? Good
It
to
would
see
cost.
you. Yeah.
It would
Yeah,
cost
if it was Woody Opus 6, then you'll have a shortage of it. You'll never be able to find that shit.
you know how
Just
much
because Opus 6 the name on it.
you know how much tobacco is in there
People will pay $1,000 for that one cigar.
for a 21-inch Opus X.
Yeah. Okay, let's say okay, six Churchill Opus, but then it's gonna be the cool factor that is gonna be very limited edition, like Big B. So then, but then Richie would smoke and be happy, and Richie smoking Opus.
Oh, honestly,
It would
it,
have been gone by now if it was Opus.
yeah, it's. But Sacco, how could they roll a cigar like that? I don't understand.
Yeah, here the judge says long filler equals short fillers for Woody. I don't know how. I don't know, bro. How they like? How many rubber leaves they use for that, or how many binders they use for that? I don't know, dude.
No,
It's
Sacco,
just,
how many filler leaves are in that cigar? Come on.
dude. Okay, so regular Churchill, right? Like 7 by 50. You're talking about 6 to 7 to 8. To about eight. Let's say seven in the middle.
Okay, so you're talking about because remember though, uh,
6 times 7.
yeah, but here's the thing: we're assuming 50 gauge and 100. We're just assuming 100 gauge is double the filler. I think it might be more than that because the volume. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be more than that. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? No, because
because in a ring gauge you can't just say
oh,
double because it's got to be more than a double.
I
Like,
think
I
it,
think they would at least be like three in
Sacco,
every
it can have 60 leaves in the filler.
about yeah.
That's a lot of tobacco. Shit.
That is well yeah that's well yeah that's a lot of tobacco. That's 100 by 21. You know, like almost like little less than 2 feet.
You understand? I'm already doing the math. This is gonna kill me.
No, it's not gonna kill you. I will do that to you. Just start, and then you get tired of it, you put it out. That's it. Bottom
Yeah.
line. Not, I mean, I'm not going to force it on you. And
No, but
Uncle Larry certainly is not going to force it on you.
listen to what I'm saying, Sacco. Who is gonna watch Richie for 8 hours?
That, um, five,
Nobody.
maybe five. Damn. Yeah, that's a long time, bro.
Hey, what's up, okay? Sacco, the cigar's up here. It's up here. It's up
When
here.
you hold that cigar, your head looks so small.
Oh my god,
Jermaine. Okay, so Jermaine is there, man. He's gonna be there watching.
bro, that cigar is gonna kill me. So
Yeah, the Misa-chan is just he or she they just disappeared, huh?
that's that. Well, Sacco, on that note, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get rest. I gotta think about the Woody. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but
The
it's
right time will come by itself. Don't worry. The time will come. When the time is right, it will be right. So, I mean, you better wait for the right time to do it. Then just do it because you know
I don't
we
know.
are requesting.
When she's at the hospital doing the surgery, she's there for 8 hours. I'll sit in the waiting room and I'll smoke the cigar.
Yeah, there you go. And then that will like take your mind off of
Yeah.
it. Concentrate on the cigar. But you can't smoke that cigar in the car. There is no way.
You can't.
Imagine that. A windshield and
No,
a
you need
steering wheel.
you need a moonroof.
Yeah, you need open space for that cigar.
No, that would light my car on fire. You know,
Yeah, yeah, probably. Shit, out the window.
yeah, imagine a cop pull you over. You're smoking that out the window. You won't
There's
get
cigar out the window.
what? Maybe I will in the Corolla. I'll make it.
Man, it'd be interesting if you smoke that in the local lounge.
Uh, Exactly. You can't smoke in the woods. You'll start a forest fire. It's too big.
Yeah, yeah, it's too big. I mean, it'd be good, like lighter if you're like stranded in the woods. You started that shit, and you can just. I mean, you can have a option to light a campfire for
Well,
another 8 hours.
you can use it to stay warm. You know.
Yeah, yeah, you can stay warm. You can warm up your hands if you puff a couple of times hard and then put your hands around it. Dude, that definitely will warm up your hands.
Oh,
But anyway, we'll see. One day the day will come. That'll be interesting, though.
all right, my friend. You stay fresh. You
Take
be.
care, Richie. Take care, Ranch Gang.
Congratulations on the new cigar channel. It's the best show on earth.
That's it, man. We're just getting started. This is the first episode. Hey guys, lube your guns.
Yeah.
We got lot of good episodes coming.
Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right, man.
Sacco.
Richie, take care, man.
Take care.
I'll see you later.
Stay
All the best wishes. Thanks for having me.
Last episode.
Last episode. That's it.
Bye.
That's it, man.